Pearson Sharp.
All right, just a quick video today because I just came across an article and I had to share it. I want you to picture in your mind a stereotypical liberal man. What do you see? Somebody probably pretty skinny, undernourished, dyed hair naturally, maybe some piercings, skinny jeans. Looks like the biggest workout he's done today is picking up his decaf soy latte. You can picture it, right? Well, it turns out there's a good reason for that. It's not just a coincidence. Liberal men have no testosterone. And now a number of studies have proved it. I mean, not no testosterone, but it's incredibly low, especially compared to conservative men, which makes total sense considering the left's ongoing war against men and traditional masculinity. The study was published last November by Professor Paul Zak, who's the director of the Center of Neuroeconomic Studies at Claremont Graduate University in California. And the study was called Testosterone Administration Induces a Redshift in Democrats. So the professor found a link between testosterone levels and political preference, and he analyzed 136 voting age males during the 2012 election. His conclusion states that testosterone induces a redshift among weakly affiliated Democrats. He says in his study that when weakly affiliated Democrats received additional testosterone, the strength of their party fell by 12%, and they reported 45% warmer feelings towards Republican candidates. So to break it down, not only are Democrat men a bunch of low-T cucks, but when you give them more testosterone, they actually became more conservative. I mean, that's what we've known all along. You don't need a study to tell you that these sniveling soy boys are packing peanuts for plums, but it's great to have the data to back it up. The study continues and says that the most zealous Democrats were the biggest pussies. Before the testosterone treatment, we found that weakly affiliated Democrats had a 19% higher basal testosterone than those who identified strongly with the party. The study continues, reiterating the correlation between individuals with lower testosterone having left-wing political beliefs. Basically, there's a strong correlation between your political ideology and your biology. So if you're a beta cuck male, you're probably a liberal. Do you know any beta cucks who are conservative? I don't. And on the same note, if you're a strong alpha male or even just a physically fit, traditionally masculine man, you're probably conservative. Or you've been brainwashed into the cult of feminist ascendancy. Another study published by Psychological Science, which is a journal of the Association for Psychological Science, actually found that men's upper body strength predicts their political opinions. The study explained that political views are designed by natural selection to function in the conditions recurrent over human evolutionary history. What that means is that physically strong men prefer self-determination and independence and leadership, while physically weak, low-T men are unwilling to assert their dominance and prefer the safety of groups and submission to authority. Another study by researchers from Brunel University confirmed its findings that physically attractive, strong men who regularly go to the gym are most likely to be conservative. So what's the opposite of that? Ugly, weak men who don't work out are most likely to be liberal. Worse though is that low testosterone leads to significant cognitive impairment. It makes you stupid. So not only are these liberals taking over the country ugly and weak, but they're also really dumb, which is obvious when you look at what they're doing. What takes these studies from interesting anecdotes to serious bellwethers, however, is that there is a rapid decline in the testosterone in America, and it's been dropping hard for decades. This is probably a big driver in the huge surge of radical liberalism, and I can guarantee the New World Order puppeteers are working hard to encourage it. It opens the door for other behavioral modifiers, like their plan last year for a morality pill that would help make people more compliant to lockdowns and masking mandates. Well, they don't have to look hard though, just give people testosterone blockers. That'll make them drop their trousers for Big Brother. What happened to all the Arnold Schwarzeneggers? Well, now we know. The left is trying to eradicate them and replace real men with a simpering army of eunuchs who will happily guzzle down their toxic deluge of radical feminism. Is it any wonder the modern man looks like this? The war on testosterone is a legitimate effort by the left, because if all the males out there had enough chutzpah, enough starch in their drawers, there wouldn't be any whimpering liberal simps left. So go clean your guns, do some push-ups, and put on Conan the Barbarian. And if you come across any Bernie bros, chances are their balls haven't dropped yet.